so I said I was going to go into the combo. I was going to explain how to do this OTK combo. So really what you're going to need here is you're going to need to just go all crazy right off the bat. A Summoner Monk and a Wind-Up Shark. Everybody knows how to do this with Wind-Up Shark, Wind-Up Magician, so I'm not even going to cover that, but the Summoner Monk actually gives you an extra bit into it. So I really actually like opening with Summoner Monk Shark even better than opening up Magician Shark. On top of that, you're obviously going to need a spell card to discard for the Summoner Monk, so we're just going to say that I have a Spirit Tenki in hand. So you open with Summoner Monk. Summoner Monk automatically switches to defense mode as soon as it's summoned, so boom, there it is in defense mode. Now I'm going to go ahead and activate Summoner Monk's effect. I'm going to discard that spell card to the graveyard, and when I do, the Summoner Monk is going to let me special summon a level 4 monster from my deck, and I'm going to go with Wind-Up Magician. Okay, Wind-Up Magician's effect. Because Wind-Up was summoned, I can reveal the shark in my hand and then special summon the shark. This will activate the Wind-Up Magician's effect, and at this point you're going to want to go into your deck and you're going to want to find one of those Wind-Up Rats. The Wind-Up Rat's going to go into defense mode. I'm just putting it here because lack of space, camera, and get it all in here for you. Okay, so I got the rat in defense mode now. Now I'm going to go ahead and overlay the Magician and the Summoner Monk, and this is going to get me my Photon Butterfly. Now I'll detach the Magician in order to switch that Wind-Up Rat to attack mode. Now I can switch the rat back to defense mode, which will activate its effect, and let me special summon that Wind-Up Magician again. Now Wind-Up Magician's effect can be activated again to special summon another monster, so now I'll activate that Shark's effect and I'll lower it to level 3, and that activates the Magician's effect. At this point you can choose to go into a couple of different monsters. You can choose to go into a Mad Push. You know, if you go ahead and get another rat, you can do a Mad Push with a lot of monsters and possibly do 88 damage, but that's usually not the smart play, to be honest. It's usually smarter to get a level 4 of some kind out there, just because you're going to want to start overlaying into Shockmaster. So now that I have both Shark and Rat at level 3, I'll go ahead and overlay those two, and those are going to get me that big guy that we've all been talking about, MX Saber Invoker. Invoker's effect is going to activate, which is going to let me detach one. It really doesn't matter which one of these I detach. And now Invoker's going to let me special summon an Earth Warrior type monster. So I can choose either one of these guys. And depending on, what I have out here, if this shark, for example, was a Wind-Up Rabbit and it's level 3, I can still choose Wind-Up Warrior, use Wind-Up Warrior's effect to make that rabbit level 4 and still go into a Shockmaster. If you have everything just the way you want it, you can go right for the soldier. So it really, depending on how things have already gone for you in the game. So once you get those guys out, you can overlay all 3 of them and go right into number 16, Shockmaster. I pretty much always hit spells right off the bat, and it's really nasty when you can set these 3 out and then have something like Mirror Force, Solemn Judgment in the back row, which happens quite a bit. So like right there, this is already like pretty much the ultimate setup. What are you gonna do? Just to be able to drop a Shockmaster out that fast, and not to mention I'm not just dropping the Shockmaster, but I'm dropping them out with support. If you play defense, boom, I can actually switch to attack mode. I can special summon another monster next turn. If you tried to go offensive, I pretty much always have a trap of some kind that I can activate. So yeah, Wind-Up's definitely not dead. So as you can see, Wind-Ups clearly can still do their thing. They can still cycle, they can still flop out a ton of monsters in one turn. It's amazing the things you can do when you start combining Wind-Up Rabbit with Wind-Up Rat. Start banishing that rat guaranteed it's going to come back next turn, which means that rat is going to be able to special summon another monster out. It's an instant, rank 3. Right from there, it's just crazy. So the deck is still very, very viable. So we have seen all sorts of cool playmats come from from YCS, from various regionals, from pre-releases. But still, the coolest mats are the ones that aren't made by Konami. They're not the ones that were made by Upper Deck. They're the ones that are made by me, by you, by the fans, by the players that play this game and love this game. And that's not because they necessarily always have the best artwork, but it's because they always capture something about the duelist that's playing on them that no other mat would ever be able to. When you're playing on your own personalized playmat, it's like you always have your own personal field spell in play. It's always your home team advantage, and it really gives you just an extra sense. And a lot of times you go to a tournament and you hear the terms pro and noob come up a lot. What separates a pro from a noob? Is it how long you've been playing the game? Is it how many times you've gone to regionals, nationals? I've known a lot of people who've been playing this game since started at Yugi Kaiba, right at the beginning, and they have never done better than 4-4 at a regional. I'm not downing them as players. Everybody has different skill levels and whatnot. I don't consider them noobs. They've still been playing the game a long time. Well, one of the things that you can do to kind of bring yourself up and make yourself at least not look like a noob is to have those things like have nice sleeves over your cards, not play just a random deck. To have a full extra deck, full 15 card extra deck, and of course to be playing on a playmat. So the first couple of playmats I'm going to show you are designed by S02E01. She's a good friend of mine online. She's from Georgia, and she does awesome work. So here are a couple of the playmats that she's designed. And these designs, Ashley, I believe she's selling each of these right now for $50 a piece, but you'll have to check. If you look into the descriptions down there, I have Ashley's Facebook down there, so you can go ahead and you can message her if you're interested in any of the playmats that you see here. And you can just go ahead and call her Poe. Poe does awesome work, as you can see. That doesn't mean that if you want to go through her, you don't have to ask for one of these designs. You can really ask for anything. Any of these artists that I show you, whether it's Poe or the mat, I'm about to show you a mat. You can always get customized mats, so don't be afraid to ask, for things. If you want your name put on it, if you want a specific monster put on it because that's your favorite, don't be afraid to ask for those kind of things. That's exactly what this is for. So now I'm going to show you a mat, and you kind of saw it a little bit in the wind-up preview. This is my personal playmat, and I'm going to show you just how customized a playmat can get for you. This is my latest design. It is I call it the iMat, and as you can see, it's a lot like an iPhone or an iPad. It has the whole kind of setup with the the Facebook and Netflix and all the apps kind of thing. But all these are actually card zones in there. You can clearly see they fit a Yu-Gi-Oh card. And what do we have here? Well, for field spells, I've added all these different field spells. These are all different field spells I've played. Everything from Ancient City, Rainbow Ruin, The Gates of Dark World, Seal of Ori, Calicos, Dolce Chateau. All different cards. A lot of them you've seen me even have on crystal cards in various episodes. Look, we got an extra deck full of extra deck monsters. These are all extra deck monsters I play, right from the Gem Knights, Madolche. There's that Photon Butterfly I was just showing you, Volcanosaurus, number 16. These are all cards. You see, again, these are all cards that I personally play. It's why they're great for my personal playmat. Think about the decks I've shown. You've already seen my Madolche. I just showed you my windups. My Gem Knights, I'm going to do another profile of those here in a couple weeks as soon as HA7 is legal. Inzectors, Crystal Beasts, these are all my favorite decks. And I've got each one of these monsters clear as day that you can see here. And that's just, one more thing that makes this, personalized to me. I have my graveyard with all my favorite band cards, like Yada. You know, this is in my main deck. I put all my teammates' favorite cards, like Chris Willett from episode 2, season 1. Bell, there he is, right there. You know, so everything about this mat, even my team's Hell's Kitchen HK logo established in 2008, right there in the background. This mat has so much detail in it, and it's personalized, and everything about this mat, you know, even if you don't know it, you know, when you sit down across the table from me, I know it. And whenever I look at this, I know that I have my home team advantage and my mat that I'm going out there with, and I'm looking like a pro. That's nothing that you can't do either. Now there's some stress about price when it comes to personalized playmats, because they can get a little pricey, especially if you don't have a friend who's an artist, or if you haven't found someone online who does this on a regular basis. Usually playmats start around $40 and work up from there. It is even possible now to find artists who will design 2-player playmats, like the ones that, if you saw the order cast mats where it was doubled up. You know, those mats can be printed now, which those can get even crazier with cool designs, and that's what you know, that's what it's all about. That's what playmats are all about. That's what EVO is all about. It's just individuals, you know, building what you want to, you know, really show off your skills. So that's our episode for today. I hope you guys dug it. I hope you dug the deck profile. Let me know what you think of the wind-up deck. If you are interested in getting one of those cool Poe playmats, go ahead, you can check her down in the comments area, and if you want to get a hold of me, let me know, and we can see if we can work out something if you wanted to get a playmat from me. Alright, well, I hope you guys have enjoyed Crystal Cards today. Next week we're going to be taking another look at another cool deck that hasn't been always you know, on the forefront of everybody's mind, but it's really started to come up a lot, and it's really, really good, and it's Kara Curry. My friend Jordan Hahn's going to be helping me do a profile for that, so I hope you'll look forward to it. Until next time, peace.